With it right here with who I started with, we something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, H1 Central Coast, mom and suicide. Only arsonist. I step in the booth and gas, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back. Muy buenos dias. Gracias for tuning in. It's the Sunday morning edition. We're gonna go ahead and do the open Q&A just for the event that I announced yesterday. Something that I've been promising the people. We'll cover that, and we'll also cover a couple other things that's going on YouTube Landia, man. But do me a favor, man. Hit that like as you guys are coming in right now in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. I'm turning the camera on, Hit. Just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. You already know the business, man. We'll get into it right now. Let me know what's cracking. How was your 4th of July también? As we go into the questions about the open sparring event, what it's going to cover, what it's going to entail, what's the vision, all those things. All right, give me a second at that. That's right, Raider Tommy's in the casa. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. I just shared Raider Tommy. I just shared on my Instagram, cabron. What's her name? Flor out of IG. That's on IG, big on IG, right? Flor. What's her name? Flor. In Spanish, Flor in Spanish. What she just shared on her IG story. I've been talking about unity. I've been talking about reforming immigration. And to be honest, I know people might get mad when I say this. They might get mad, but we ain't got no other shot. But right now, man, our voices are at the highest they've ever been. Raider Tommy, our fucking voices, bro, are moving mountains right now. The issue is uniting. That's the only issue, Raider Tommy. But shout out to you. I appreciate you, cabron. Raider Tommy, one of the biggest influencers, of course, in Califas. If you didn't know, now you know. Hold on, I'll turn the camera on right now. But we're gonna talk about the Q&A for the open sparring event, and then we'll get into other things. I know Maniaco Mind's been in the headlines. Okay, his mom's a güera. We know that. I think I'm gonna touch on that too. The pendejos had my name in his mouth, so might as well return the love. All right, there it is right there. I appreciate you, Raider Tommy. That's right, cabron. I appreciate you, cabron. All right, yo, Ruben, see what it is, my boy. What it is, my boy. So check this out, gente. Since nothing else is happening in 2025, right? No one else, everyone wants to talk about getting in the ring, but the only people that have put their money where their mouth is has been Duno. Okay, he's been the only one, the only Chicano to step up to the plate and be like, hey, let's give the people what they want. And at least it was free content, right? You got to see that on the internet. And then who else? Lalo Gombrazy, right? I'm not sure though if he's out of California or is he out of Arizona? Not that it matters, that pinche vato como yo tengo un nopal en la frente, but Arizona or California. But what I'm saying is this: the raza deserves to have like a Fool's Gone Wild size event. That's just people are gonna pull up, not on no bullshit. If you're gonna be on some bullshit, just stay home because we're gonna have our families there. Everywhere I go, I take my family. I'm just putting that out there. And if there is anything to settle, then I hope you're mature enough to be like, well, let's get in the ring. Now that we fuck it, we got a boxing ring and you got differences. 2 + 2 = 4, cabron, right? So we should have this Fool's Gone Wild tease this show, right? A couple weeks back when people started getting into it. Oh, I'll fight Swifty. I'll fight him. And again, what people think of everyone, I get it. I get it, man. Motherfuckers are at odds. We're Mexican. What's new, right? We're at odds with each other. What's new, right? But what I'm saying is that a Fool's Gone Wild kind of event should have been what the people should have got. And it doesn't look like it's going to get that way. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do open sparring. We're calling all content creators in California. If you're a channel, a page that is into boxing, into fitness, into working out, say if you're from California, and you already know, we're a little bit froggy in California. We're a little bit different over here. Khakis and chucks, little bit different over here. So a lot of us are froggy. If you want to let those hands go, then this September 13th, live on all platforms, every single platforms, I'm sending out a private invitation, or I'm going to put out two, a private invitation and a public invitation. Okay. The first public invitation is if you're a content creator and you fuck with Chicano Tube, you're already invited, right? Now, I'm not trying to put two people in the same room that are bumping heads or wanna throw chinga. I get that. I get that. So, I am gonna work around that. We're not gonna do that. We don't do no okey dokes, no set. This ain't gonna be like blind. Well, I don't know who's gonna pull up, and well, that's on them because they pulled up at the same time. I just invited everyone. No, I'm not gonna do no sneaky shit like that. So again, at peace, an event, everyone streaming this thing live. It's gonna be the day of the Canelo Alvarez fight. It can't get sweeter. I'm telling you, I'm setting this shit up like a home run, okay? Imagine the day of the Canelo Alvarez fight. You get up, it's a vibe already. Primeramente Dios, we get there, right? Primeramente Dios, we get there. Crawford is one of the biggest opponents. This is not a bote that Alvarez is fighting. I think Canelo Alvarez, buenos dias, Artie Marine. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Niles has always been in the casa, man. Shout out to you. Hey, what did you think of the episode of Chicano Street, man? What a trip. The chemistry is, it's all different, huh? What do you think? Good shit? Good shit, huh? This is what I want to do. Everyone that's coming is live streaming the platform, and it's going to be a vlog free for the people. So the morning you wake up for the Canelo Alvarez fight, y estás todo acelerado la chingada. Tonight the fight is on. Da, da, da. Before, guess what happens? Mikey puts something together on the internet for you. You're welcome, cabrones. I'm going to put it together for you. That way, in the middle of the day, as you're shit showering and shaving for the Canelo Alvarez fight, you see Mikey. I'm the whole content creator series of fighting staff is, of course, invited. All of them without saying. I've already contacted the commentators. I've already contacted everyone. Okay. I want to give a huge shout out also, man. Coach Al from Warzone Boxing. This is mi hermano right here. I can't put enough on Coach Al from Warzone Boxing. He doesn't want no flowers neither, pinche Coach Al. He doesn't want that. Él nomás quiere la bendición de Dios on his family, long life, prosperity he already has. He's opened his doors. Other people have opened their doors. We're not even going to discuss locations, but I will say Southern California. Why not? And I'm going to say why it's Southern California, because some people get in my inbox, oh, fucking Mikey, you got to drive away. You got to go here. Why is it in Southern California? Okay, to everyone that's going to send me a DM, why is it in Southern California? That's where the podcasts are popping at. If the podcasts were more popping in Northern California, I'd have a fucking list of podcasts to let you know I'm getting together with Bing, 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 Bing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's it. That's the only reason. And this is the podcast world. This is not no street world, no other world. We're just talking in the podcast world. Leave the other shit somewhere else, right? Mile High Hustle's in the casa. That's right, my boy. You just got me back on track by seeing you. Mile High Hustle is going to be in the building, coming off of his second fight. Or maybe you might take another fight, Wade. July 18th to September 13th. You could be a little August, depending how banged up you get, right? That dude, I seen the dude in the poster, Mile High Hustle. He doesn't look like a California would. He doesn't look like that, right? He looks more like a county jail. A quick fade in the county jail. So Mile High Hustle is going to be there. The whole staff, okay? Mark Salinas, Cholo Trucker, Si Se Puede, okay? Coach Al, if he makes plans, he just kind of, Coach Al's living the life, man. He's living the fucking life of goals that we all want. Diferentes países, vacation homes, and shout out to Coach Al. But his doors are open. He said, Mikey, if you have nowhere else, Mikey, choose one. So thank you to him. The invitation is going out publicly, first off, to the content creators. Publicly. this is the invitation is for. Publicly to the content creator. Reach out to me. But if you're gonna reach out to me, don't be on some bullshit. Don't be, and what I mean by bullshit is just know where I'm at and the level that I'm at and what I do. I'm a businessman, but I'm a family man, first of all. So don't come with no drama, don't come with no bullshit, none of that stuff. Here we don't believe mixing streets with family. You got to keep that shit up 10,000 miles apart. The ones that mixed it are the ones whose households are just continuing the same bullshit every generation. Nothing new. The story repeats itself, different parts of the family. So no bullshit. It's if you want to grow your page, if you want to network, if you want to blog, if you want to collab, you're going to be live. Everyone that's there, I'm going to ask to be live. I'm going to say, bring your batteries, bring the second battery, the one from Best Buy with the fucking external charger. Bring a battery pack because I don't want that juice to run out because we're going to be vlogging. Boom, carne asada. There'll be food, drinks, and families. That's why I say there's no drama allowed. So, you know, but to anyone else that's a content creator and wants to show their hands, show their hands. This is the time. Reach out to me right now. I'm available on all platforms: Facebook, IG, TikTok, you name it, YouTube Landia. Reach out to me. If you want to show your hands, I'm sure at the bottom of this video, I want everyone that's done watching this video to then comment below on this video and tell me who should be there. Now, I'm gonna start just throwing a couple things out there, not too much, but just a couple things out there, right? I've been in contact with Ryder G. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You want me to say more? You want me to say more? Ryder G, Ryder G. You want me to say more? I'm saying these are influencers, whether you're an IG influencer, a TikTok influencer, YouTube influencer. This is content creator is all of those pages. It's going, man, I can't wait. It's going down. September 13th live. Probably about 1 o'clock. About 1 o'clock until the prelims, like 4 o'clock for the Canelo fight. We're gonna be live probably for like 3 hours. Carne asada, food, drinks, LA, content creators, go ahead and get a hold of me. If you want to confirm you're going to be there, go ahead and get a hold of me, cabrones. Okay. The first ones that reserve are the ones that, okay, they're ops. I'm going to make sure their ops aren't there. Okay. I can't make sure everyone who's bumping heads with everyone is fucking not there. Nor am I going to be like, oh, I didn't know who pulled up, so some shit happened in the parking lot. That's not on me. No, none of that shit. I know who I invite, so if you reserve first, I'm gonna make sure anyone you're bumping heads with is not there because I'm gonna make it, fair for the people. We don't do that bullshit, little snake shit. Now in the chat, let me start reading some of the chat now. In the chat, or if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and comment below who you would like to see get in the ring. I'm not talking about long rounds. I'm talking about like 60-second rounds. 60-second rounds, like 1 minute rounds, where it's kind of like a YA fight. Let's keep it a buck. And there was never really no Debo walkouts, people flying across the fucking halls. There was none of that shit. It was more. So, 60-second rounds, and then everyone that's there is changing rounds. I get a round, boom, because your boy's gonna get in there. I didn't just create this to not get in there. Oh no, not on this one. Might as well just make that announcement right now. I already did right now. I will be in there with Mexicano trunks, Mexicano shoes, Mexicano everything. I will be in there. Again, just jumping around doing rounds for the open sparring. Can I bring my sister Loca? That's right, cabron. I appreciate you, cabron. Well, get a hold of me. Man, what's the phone number? Shit. Go back to the lives, bro, where I put the phone number, and it's probably the solo lives that I do. Wait. Go to a solo live, find that phone number at the bottom, and text it, bro. Text me, way. Again, you just got to be on that tip, bro. Serio, I'm just putting it out there again and again. This is gonna be all familias, bro. So if someone, feel some kind of way, can't handle their liquor, can't handle fucking, whatever they smoke on makes them feel like Superman. This probably ain't gonna be the event, you know what I mean, for that kind of person. You know, we need people that are just tienen todas las tuercas, way. You know what I mean? All the screws there, and how old are we now? You know what I mean? But but absolutely there's gonna be spectators. So get a hold of me. Free spectator tickets. Free spectator tickets to anyone that wants to see us get in the ring and throw chingazos. Free tickets. Go back to one of man. Do I got the phone number in here? Nah, wait. Here it is. Oh no, that's not it, man. Shit. Uh, I should know that number. My bad. It's their Google Voice numbers. Okay. So, anyways, announcement again, September 13th, 1 p.m. on all platforms. I don't know who's gonna be there. Like, what if Hoodstocks pulls up and Hoodstocks is live? I would like to see Hoodstocks get around with Mile High Hustle. I'll tell you that. That would be good. And we're wearing headgear, gente. Okay, don't be like, oh, chavala shit. No, I don't want to hear the chavala shit. No, 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 no. Everyone's gonna wear headgear because you know your boy Mikey runs these kind of things that okay, even through headgear, you can still end up with a little mouse, a little shiner. But as we have our familias there, when we take the headgear off, we don't want to look like, you know, though we got in some hard ass work. Come on, you know what I mean? We still got to have enough energy for the Canelo fight later. So I'm inviting all the content creators to come out September 13th before the Canelo fight in Los Angeles. I'll give you area, city, all that shit. Get a hold of me. No weirdos, no funny ass shit. No one ever anyone wants to jump on and pack out. No, none of these funny motherfuckers. No weirdos again. Just if you can't be in public, don't contact me. Again, let me say that again. If you can't be in public, don't contact me. It feels funny even saying that shit. Like it's crazy, man. The internet's wild, man. The internet's wild. Um, so September 13th, say there's 4 of us, right? Say there's 6 of us. We're all changing rounds. I'm throwing around, you're throwing around with him, and then after we're watching you that guy throw around like that. It's like a little schoolyard boogie. So, but headgear, I'll have the gloves and everyone live. No rush, carne asada. Shit, if you could eat a taco and box at the same time, eat a taco and box. Confirm with me, and then again, you know, the first people that RSVP. I understand not everyone gets along. We'll work out. You know, the first ones that RSVP, I'm gonna make sure that who, if they say fuck these motherfuckers, you know, okay, then fuck them. Then we can't invite them. I mean, it is what it is, right? Mi amiga Loca is in the building. I appreciate you, amiga. My bad, amiga. Of course you're invited. Any single time. Loca's invited September 13th in LA, amiga. We have a few locations. Gracias a Dios. You absolutely are invited. You could live stream, invite everyone that you want to invite. And it's like a free barbecue, amiga. And it's like a networking event, pretty much. Everyone's gonna be going live, but trip out when you have a ring right there. And who's getting in there? You know, it could be anyone, right? So we're gonna see who shows up. That gives people plenty of time. Look, I mean, for 60-second, 1 minute rounds, you don't got to train 10 years. Okay, you should be able to do a round in 2 months. Okay, calmate. And so we're looking to make this an event. Again, no weirdos, no funny ass fucking people. No people can't be out in public and all these other issues. I've dealt with that already. I'm done with that. And free tickets for anyone that just wants to be there. Get a hold of me. Go back to my live and that phone number that's at the bottom. Go ahead and get a hold of me. Loca, you should have. I see what you put, amiga. Oh man, I see what you put, amiga. You should have my number. If not IG, amiga. IG is always the good one. But absolutely, absolutely. Happy 4th of July, amiga. Hope you're blessed too. Otra vez, amiga. I shot off some fireworks that were shit. I got a little nervous to be honest with you. I'm like, the good thing is that the pad is stucco. I was like, okay, the pad is stucco. I thought I put those fireworks too close to the pad and shit, but we lit them off. It was a good old time, man. I appreciate you, amiga. All right, let's get back to it. Nelson Lopez said, let me go 2 passes. So I'm going to keep repeating that, but let me give the rest of the details for the people that are going to watch on the live. And maybe we'll talk about Maniaco Minds and I don't know. I don't know how long this live is going to be, but September 13th, the gym itself, Coach Al from Warzone Boxing, man. I can't put him on a pedestal enough. This coach right here, he has like a Cholo trucker size heart bigger than his body. Mikey, facilities, whichever one you want, all that stuff, man. Does nothing but positive stuff for the community. He says he's got lions ready to go. Now I had to be real with Coach Al. I told Coach Al, look, Coach Al, lions that are training to go pro, okay, no one on YouTube is on that level. No one on IG. We're all jumping off the couch. Okay, we can all get in little 1 minute fades, and you can go 2 rounds, 3 rounds at 1 minute if you keep, you got gas. But this way, you stay energized. You don't get all that tired, and you can go again and again and again. I guess I'm giving the way the format's gonna be, right? But changing the people in the ring, changing. Coach Al says he got like 6 lions ready to go. So I told him, Coach Al, this is not a pelea. Coach Al. He wants to do it legit all the time. Aztec dancers y toda chingada. They didn't even used to call themselves Aztecs. They're from Mazatlan, but they were always Mexicas. Don't forget that the name Aztec came from some northeastern doctors, professors in like northeastern universities of the United States. They didn't like saying Mexica, 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 and then that people would get confused because it sounds like Mexico, Mexica, Mexica tribes. They didn't like to get confused. They stuck a EC because they knew if they stuck a EC at the end of the name for the people, Aztec, the EC, they knew if they stuck that over there, then now it meant in the grammatical term a group of people. So they just said, well, they say they're from Aztlan, they're Aztec, but the people themselves never called themselves Aztecs. They never did. That's just history, right? You can fact check me, man. We'll have Wayward Son on the podcast. Wayward Son was on a good one. Wayward Son he went on like a 4 or 5 hour live yesterday. I thought I was seeing things. It was like 4 o'clock, our time, because he's in Texas. Wayward Son. He was live on TikTok, and it was like 10:30, and I logged back on to TikTok. He was still live. He was a good one. He was on a good one because again, the grandson of Benito Juarez. That's the first presidential royal lineage of Mexico I've ever had on the podcast. So shout out to him. But let's go back to the fight, man. I mean, let's go back to the open sparring. Content creators, get a hold of me. Again, I'll make this. It's for the people. It's for the people. If there's a big content, if there's a big page that wants to collab with me, and you say, you know what, fuck it, let's just do banners and do everything like a Hollywood red carpet or and my page or whatever. It could be all of that because it's for the people. If Who's Gone Wild, Little Mr. E, if Little Mr. E gets a hold of me, make this thing of Who's Gone Wild. Put a fucking circus. Put a circus. We'll put the ring in a circus. You know what'll happen? The ring will be in a circus. No serio. It's for the people, man. I want to at least do one for the year. It's open sparring. And if the people just want to see your hand, if the people want to see your hands, they're commenting on your page. Hey, they want to see your hands. They want to see your hands. This is the event, man. Over 60 days. You got over 60 days to get ready for 60 seconds. You could do it. I believe in you. Okay, so yes, there'll be other people there. Coach Al from Warzone Boxing got killers, but again, I told him, Coach Al, this is not elite sparring, okay? This is not. One of the guys that came to the Salinas gym yesterday, he's gonna fight Baby Vargas next, Emiliano Vargas. Yeah, the guy that's gonna fight Baby Vargas next, Emiliano, was in our gym. I'll put it on the IG. Follow me on IG, Chicano 2. I'll put it on IG after this video. Or you can just go to Rock Boxing Salinas. Same shit. But he was there. That's elite level sparring because now Baby Vargas is like 10-0 or 12-0. Well, what is he? So this is nothing. This is YouTube, IG, TikTok, jumping off the couch kind of shit. Okay, so cálmase. All right, but your favorite people that you wanted to see get. We're in our 40s, most of us. We should be. Should we still be throwing chingazos in our? We're the ones that are like still doing this shit in our 40s, just to show the youngsters that it's nothing but a number. I'm in my 40s now. I mean, what do you think? I'm 44. Shit. Shout out to the wifey's birthday. The wifey's birthday is next week. We're gonna plan something fun, some pool party kind of shit. Miss Gangster Pig, I appreciate you, amiga. We're talking about the open sparring, the day of the Canelo fight. Imagine you're getting ready to go see the Canelo fight. Maybe you're in Vegas, or you're just making a barbecue party out of it, or you're going to a party. Someone's doing the Canelo fight party, right? Barbecue, or you could come to, and at the middle of the day, like about 1 o'clock, all your favorite Chicano platforms go live. Boom. And now we're wrapping our fingers, talking shit. Well, I don't know. I think I'm a tiger uppercut this cat, or we're just talking shit, and you see everyone, all your favorite vloggers are there, and everyone's live. That's what kind of event it's gonna be. Food, drinks, the family, and it's gonna be in Southern California in the like LA area. To me, it's my bad. I don't get mad, but I don't know, like other people know the region. So I could say LA, but it's like I remember I had a buddy one time, he told me, "Oh yeah, I'm in LA." And then I went down there, and then he tells me I stayed in, I forgot where I stayed, and he tells me, "Oh, I'm in Corona." And I'm like, "Okay, that's not LA way. The map says LA's over here." And it says you're over here. So my bad. My bad. I don't know the areas too well, but it's gonna be in LA. And that's Coach Al Warzone Boxing again. Headgear involved. Your boy's gonna get in the ring. I have to get in the ring. I have to. It's time. Too much waiting for Mikey to see Mikey do anything. It's been all lip service until September 13th. So the thing that sucks with me is, I can't really get a good workout. I've been doing nothing but tattoo, cover-up session. Like, damn, I got like 3 or 4 scheduled. The last one's like on August 11th. I got like 4 scheduled from now to August 11th. This guy need a whole new paint job, man. Anthony, but I still spar on 56 like a homo. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So again, for the content creators, reach out to me. IG, TikTok is nothing but a vibe. No beef, no nothing. Hey, if you got something with me, I let it go. If I did something, my apologies as a grown ass man. I'm not, no drama. This is family shit. Life's too short for that bullshit, anyways. I sleep good at night because I'm easy just to let go. I have more grace for that. Hey, but what about those that I owe you? You know what I mean? Now, if you're gonna aprovechon and get over on people, well, then your life will stay fucked up because they're just getting over on people at that point, right? Like they said, George Foreman. So he just reminded me of George Foreman boxing until he was 88. Damn, man. Well, yeah. Well, Julio Cesar Chavez still get. Look, he hits the bag, bro. Julio Cesar Chavez, he hits this one. Like that. Look at this one. He hits out. So it ain't no thing for some people, right? Cesar Chavez. You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. What an embarrassment. The son, discipline has been his biggest enemy. Discipline. To be the son of the GOAT. You can kind of see it all over the place, right? MJ's son. I'm not throwing all kinds of shade or dirt or whatever, but they don't hold up the same pinchy banner as the GOAT. And imagine your dad's a GOAT. Shouldn't that drive you to be the fucking double GOAT? Instead, you turn out to be a concha, you know, soft, undisciplined concha. That's what they would say, well, Mexican, macho man would say. But anyways, let's go back to this open blogging event. All my content creator, NorCal too. NorCal, you can get a hold of me, but who's in NorCal? Drop the podcast below. Maybe I'm not knowing. Give me the podcast in NorCal that got the popping. I mean, that's why it's in LA, because LA has the podcast scene popping. Now, some people are gonna reach out to me on DM. Fuck that, Mike. I'm just telling you how it is, man. It's gonna be in LA because that's where the podcast world is popping, man. So we'll have more podcasters come out that way, and it's gonna be a good old time, man. You want to bring your camp out there? Bring the camp, all of them. Just give me a head count number. I want to make sure there's food for everyone. You know what I mean? Don't come deep with a bunch of pinche comelones way, and then you didn't tell me way, and there wasn't enough food way. Yeah, but he was, man. Last comment on this guy right here, and then we'll talk about him getting snatched up by ICE too. That was Gacho. Okay, but at least I let me give the last details of the event. That way, people that watch this on the replay, up until this point, they didn't hear me switch topics. They heard me stay on the topic. Announcement: the Razas boxing event is happening, and it's free for all the people to see or to join and be there publicly. It's free for the people. This is the Razas event for 2025. Little Mr. E, Who's Gone Wild, Food Community, Hood Stocks, American Cholo, Rhodium Radio, whoever wants to collab. See, that's why it has to happen in LA. LA has the fucking podcast popping way. They're gonna get mad. They hit me on the DM. Now we have Chicano Street. You can add Chicano Street to that. So get a hold of me if they want to participate. The people want to see just they want to see unity of everyone getting along, but I understand fucking people hate people. So the first one to RSVP, I guess, then I block your ops. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna put you guys in the same place, obviously. But let's go back to okay. So that's happening on the 13th. It'll be about 1 o'clock. Everyone is live. We're gonna be live from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. The undercard of the Canelo Alvarez fight. It's gonna be September 13th, the night of the Alvarez fight. Okay, live, free, all the platforms. I want them to be live. Bring up extra battery pack. So if your shit runs out of juice, because you got an Obama phone, then plug it in and then get more juice. And everyone's going to be getting short rounds. I'm going to be getting in there. At least if some people can, a little X factor, a shock factor. You want a shock factor, then your boy's going to have to get his hands dirty. But again, 60-second rounds, interchanging. Yeah. 60-second rounds, everyone switching up. I've reached out to the whole content creator series of fighting team. I reached out to the whole team already about the event. They're ready to go. Coach Al from Warzone Boxing has been more than gracious, man. More than gracious. Coach Al just wants to see people get dropped. That's it. He's going to open his door to chingazos because Coach Al is like, if these YouTubers are writing a check, Mikey, anytime I want to see him cash that fucking check, just call me. Just let me know what state you're in because he has a gym in every state, Coach Al, right? Pinchy Coach Al, man. Shout out to Coach Al, man. So it's all put together. It's done on a silver platter. Get a hold of me on DM. Again, I deal with grown men. I deal with family men. I deal with businessmen. That's all I deal with. I deal with grown men. I deal with and women, the ladies. Grown men, family men, businessmen. That's it. If you're not one of those three, maybe it wouldn't be a fit. It's just avoid, maybe bumping a little situation down the line from something happening because someone can't control their alcohol. Can't when they smoke, they feel like Superman or some shit, right? All right, here it is. Like that, he said someone's gonna pull up with 80 heads in a month. Well, Buzz from Team Stockton. Last time when he fought Cholo Trucker, did I tell you he pulled up with like 20 Vikings? No, say Buzz, shout out to Buzz, man. Stockton 209's in the house, man. Shout out to the 209 Stockton's in the house, man. He pulled up. He goes, hey, I got some entourage that are coming. I said, just give him a little head count. Well, it was not the head count he gave me. Okay. Because more kept on pulling up after that. They pulled up like in black Suburbans. Come to find out, it's Team Diaz. They know Team Diaz. They hang with Team Diaz. I'm like, get them all in. Let's go. And Buzz did you see him? When he walked in, I did a little clip of Buzz in my shorts. He had like 20 Vikings in the corner with the smoke machine and lights and all kinds of shit. We could do that, but this one here is going to be open sparring. Okay, it's free. We're not charging for it. Now I need you guys to drop in the comments to get your favorite influencers to show up. Comment below. Get them to show up who you want to see. Once and for all, mix it up. El Crico Jr. Watch out with the Crico Jr. I know a Jr., bro, and it was the hardest I ever been hit. This is how I knew technique trumps power, trumps size, trumps all that shit. He was only 118 pounds. His name was Junior, 118 pounds, but went on to like the Junior Olympics, all that shit. Didn't make the nationals, but he went on to the Junior Olympics. He hit me one time just starting out off the street. And remember, I started boxing like almost at 30. He hit me, bro, and all I saw was red for like 90 seconds. Straight up. Red. Like, beep. Like I didn't hear a noise like that. It was red for like 90 seconds. And that's when I realized, okay, these cabrones, been doing this shit since they were kids. All right, let's finish off now that we announced the event in LA live at 1 p.m. September 13th on all platforms, your favorite platforms. Anyone that taps in, let me know. Grown men, family men, businessmen. That's all I fuck with. Grown men, family men, businessmen, and women. That's all. Okay. Reach out to me, stream it live. We'll make it happen. And then at 4 o'clock, the prelims start for Canelo Alvarez. And I'm just gonna go back to the hotel. I got a couple buddies that stay close by. Or the wifey does too, and we could just get ready for the nighttime and go and see the fight even after that. But we'll play that by ear. I mean, the after thing is always a play it by ear. You know what it is. The after thing is always we'll play it by ear. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's free for the people. The people get to see it. Now the people win if their favorite influencers get involved. So reach out to me and let's make this thing happen. Now let's go back to Julio Cesar Chavez. Now, if you want to drop off the live, drop off the live, because now I'm gonna talk about Cesar Chavez, maybe Maniaco Mines and Alligator Alcatraz. Let's do that for the last 7 minutes before we get to 12. Ready? So now you can drop off the live if you just wanted to hear about the event. It's done. All right. Julio Cesar Chavez, biggest embarrassment to the fucking GOAT legacy of his dad, who is the GOAT of all Mexico. He should have been twice the GOAT, twice as disciplined, because you have some big ass boots and shoes to fill. And on top of that, well, he made a check. But on top of that, the U.S. says they got paperwork on him that Sinaloa, he's tied in there. Now, why don't I think that's something out of left field that's not true? Because even if Cesar Chavez, there's the dad who has more attention on him than the son, the dad would have more attention than the son. Obviously, the dad's the GOAT, right? Or wrong? The dad's the GOAT. The dad would have the attention. Okay. You don't think he's had to pay tax the whole time? He's had to pay tax. Cesar Chavez Sr. absolutely has been paying tax to be from Sinaloa. That's fucked up. I know that's fucked up. Don't get mad at me. But I just know it. I just know it. You don't think I'm in tune with Mexico? Oh, chingao. Ya he ido como 5 o 6 veces this year. All right, let's switch over. I want to just about the Maniaco Mine situation. American Cholo's having a field day with this shit. American Cholo loves shit. He's got like vindication. He's got it's not just like something sweet, like, something sweet vindication. It's more like a fucking New York tomahawk steak vindication, because now another older cat comes on the internet. I know his mom blank. I know it's this. And then someone puts someone on a thumbnail. Now, this is what I want to say about that. I don't agree with putting family members on thumbnails, though they're adults. I just don't agree with it personally. Okay. Now, of course, you'd be an absolute piece of shit if it was a minor, right? That's a minor. Okay. We don't mess with the kids. All right. Leave the kids alone. Right. But I also don't agree with putting someone's parents on there on a thumbnail. And someone put the mother on a thumbnail. I don't agree with that. I just want to put that out there. Okay. And so, yeah, the whole thing now is the card has been stripped. Whatever you had. I mean, he was just a sucked up, drugged out salamander with a cult, right? Now I guess the cult following is always gonna be there, right? Like they'll be your like, yes. You tell them to fucking lay on their beds at 12 o'clock because the starship is coming and they have to all and give you their money, right? Before they do that, empty their bank accounts and give it to you, and they lay on a bed and drink this because the starship is coming. That's that kind of shit that probably is going on that channel. But I'm glad I just stopped fucking with that cat. And I just said, I'm good. As far as anything that you got with the cultura, um, teach, go ahead and keep teaching your quarter cultura. That's what you got, about as much in you. If we were just referring to the blood, like how much is pumping through your blood. If we're just referring to the blood, keep teaching the 25% cultura, and that's it. Okay, let's move on from that. Let's move on from that because American Cholo's having a field day with that shit. It's on a steak, marinated steak. He can't get enough just cutting that shit and seeing people bite into it. Because but we're not gonna get into the rest of that. We already know how much brown on brown is right now, and plus that way is brown. I mean, I'll give him that. He is brown, salamander, bony face, but he is brown. But so do what you do, whatever you've been doing over there, right? The older guy. Oh man, he had to put out some older stuff. Yeah, and this happened, and YouTube out of that stuff, man. Shout out to Chemo's Flicks. Miss Gangster Pig, I appreciate you, amiga. Damn, man. On Norby's, all I said with Norby's in the beginning was I would kind of distance myself, but I get why not, man. It's your day oneer, it's your boy, and all this, he said it himself. Norby's even said it himself. He said, well, what am I gonna do? We started this podcast, and I get it. It's un compromiso, but again, Norby's being just a regular dude, man. Square, regular dude. Straight square, regular dude. He wouldn't see these kind of traps or certain things there wouldn't be, flags about. So, what are you gonna do, man? Norby's a loyal guy, but doesn't know when to cut it. Norby's is producing the whole show over there. He has to have Norby's. If he doesn't have Norby's, there's no fucking show. The dude probably, he only knows, the only thing he ever learned to do with a computer is the floppy disk, maybe. Put in those floppy disk video games. Remember those black ones we used to put in there? It'll make a little clicking sound when they went in there, click. And once that click came on, boom, you had Space Invaders or you had some shit, right? That's probably all the dude knows how to do. So he needs Norby. So he for sure is benefiting from that relationship. Is Norby's benefiting from that? I'm not saying he wants to, but I think it's one way. But there's a friendship there. So I just haven't said nothing. To me, again, if you run that whole situation that's going on over there, the fucking maniaco situation, then that has nothing to do with Norby's. It really doesn't. I seen so many people go down because of someone else. And then there's the people that chose to go down with them. They're like, fuck it, that's my partner. We spend the night at each other's houses. Let's go down together. I've seen that too. Even though it didn't make sense, I was still like, bro, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, we're not supposed to do that. Why don't you follow the rules and shit, man? Motherfuckers can't follow the rules. Oh, God. He's still on Windows 95. Yeah, I think he's still on Windows 95, bro. But anyways, let's move on from that. Tony A is pretty much kept away from it too. Shout out to him. Didn't mean to bring you up, Cabron, but it is what it is. You pretty much just, kept your distance. You're not gonna want something hot, someone hot, just to bring that kind of shit on. But I didn't agree with with putting the mother on a thumbnail. No, I didn't agree with that. That kind of sits wrong with me. Make a video about me. Yeah, make 100 videos and all that, but start bringing kids, parents. At least it's not the kids, because that one I've already seen before, and I got a trigger with that shit. I got a trigger. Last I was around, why did Gil put hands on Norby? Okay, what else I was gonna talk about? Wasn't just gonna alligator Alcatraz. Before we start going off on that, all right, or that's the cheeseman right there. But let me also give my thoughts on this alligator Alcatraz thing before I make it its own video, because I might have a doctor on the platform this week. I might have another professor, another doctor, man. I love having doctors on the podcast, man. They educate the shit out of all of us. And they have master's degrees in sociology, criminal justice, political science, all kinds of shit that they've drilled down on. And obviously, everyone that comes on the podcast has a political affiliation. But you're not just going to see one because the raza is not made up of one. It's not. I mean, I know people want it to be. I know how, I am, but it's not always just going to be one. But it's always going to be the raza. I'll tell you that. All right, let's finish off. Alligator Alcatraz, real quick. Okay, the memes are coming out. Oh, this shit is horrible. It's the end of the world. They're throwing us on trains again. They're getting ready to throw gasoline on us, piss on us, and I get it, right? I've seen all those memes, right? Real quick on Alligator Alcatraz, and then I'll read the comment and finish the comments because I want to end. I was gonna end it at 12, and then go get something for barbecue. 3-day barbecue, cabrón. Yeah, so they built another detention center. This shit looks like a hotel. I mean, it's looking like at least a 4-star hotel. I mean, it's really not bad. And I get how some people are like, it's Alemania all over again. I get that, man. But do we just do that when there's certain political parties in power, or are we doing that all the time? Did we do the same thing? I keep saying this from 2008 to 15 when social media was very much active. I didn't get on until 2012. Did we do the same thing? Because the images of a 4-star hotel next to kids wrapped like people, humans, wrapped like hot dogs behind dirty ass windows. There's videos of that. And I'm just saying, we got to care all the time. We can't just care now. So is Alligator Alcatraz, does that mean they're throwing raza to alligators and all that? And cálmate, way. And I'm not making light of it. That one viral art piece is called "The Summer of Ice." Damn, that was a cold one. You can put that picture with any eerie soundtrack behind it. It's going te va a arrancar el pinche corazón, man. The vendor, the paletero cart, empty. Paz. Y nada más. All right, let's go back to the comments and then we're gonna wrap it up. Here it is. Why did Gil put hands on Norby's? It shouldn't have came to that. Quick analysis. Here's my 1-minute fucking analysis on that, right? Norby's went over there, but he's thinking like a civilian. He's not thinking anything of it. Maybe he is thinking, okay, this shit's gonna be live. I will get some content. There will be some content being made out of this, but that's as far as he thought about it. He just thought about doing it because the back and forth had gone kind of hot lately, and it tea kettled. It tea kettled hot to the boiling point. Pass. And so when he knocked on the door, then putting myself in American Cholo shoes, he's looking at this dude. He sees the dude live. There's 2 reactions, right? One reaction is do the upstanding citizen, fucking, as long as my family's safe and no one that I care about is in danger, that's as far as it has to go. I'm not making a situation out of nothing. That was one option, but when he saw that camera, he's like, "This motherfucker's getting content," and then that option went out the window. Okay, that option went out the window, and then the banging on the door, and then when the door opened, it pretty much was the reaction that it was. Okay, it was the reaction it was. We've heard the shit called punching bag. We've heard the shit called whatever. I would run that back. I would run that back. I would run that back. Man, that was crazy. Oh, and then he put up the photo. Oh shit! Then he did a graphic photo and he put it up on the TV screen of North. Oh shit! It was in the same spot. Even had the Mexico heater in the wall and all that shit. It was in the same spot. Oh shit! That's crazy, man. Then he tells the other guy, "Well, the invitation's still open. The one that's 25% raza. I don't know if they're gonna start calling him 25. Maybe they're gonna start calling him 25%. You know what I mean? Maybe that's his new nickname, 25% raza." Oh, I gotta go to the store, gente. I gotta go buy some fucking steak or something. I'll fight Telly. I say Diamond Street Locals, man. If you're really about it, then you just get a hold of me on the phone. But no bullshit, bro. I'm just putting it out there again, way, because we have our familias that come to these events, bro. if I'm gonna get jumping houses and other shit like that for our kids, bro, I want them to have a blast. It's just not anyone that wants to come up and sock someone in the mouth or So again, whoever RSVPs with me first, I understand that everyone gets along. I'll make sure to not have people there that don't get along. That's a promise. That's me, my palabra as a businessman, doing these things already now for a while. I've been doing these for a while now. Uh that won't happen. So, but if you do want to say get around in there, I'll put you on that video, bro. They'll say Diamond Street Locals in the fucking corner right there, bro, as you're just get ready to get your money. And if you want to get your money, then get at me, bro. Mac Daddy, you're just going in on them, bro. 760, man. Shout out to the 760. That's over there in Indio and Calexico. That's right, man. I got familia over there. Okay. The Hater World's from over there. I know Hater World. He's from over there. Shout out to Lintonero. He's the one that commented on Chicano Street Post. He says, we got to do a Hater World collab. Absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be up to the Hater World when that collab happens. I didn't say if, I say it'll be up to him when that collab happens. Any questions are on the table. Nothing. We don't duck anything. I've been saying this since day one. We don't duck. We don't dodge anything. Anything of anything of anything. Right. So that collab is coming, and we'll put you in there. Way if you want to get in there. Or high power fishness. Look, man. Anyone. He's 50s, right? Tony A's in his 50s, right? Even American Cholo, he just hit 52. And we're still in here with boxing gloves. Again, there'll be headgear. Everyone's wearing headgear. Everyone's wearing headgear. Okay. Let me finish my thoughts with Alligator Alcatraz, cabrón. Because you guys are making me digress. Natives and concentration camps. What else in the dang? Shit. Yeah. Well, what do you think in ACB chemistry? They keep comparing these things. Well, 1943 this and the 1895 this, and how do we keep bringing that up? I guess obviously until changes is come, and the change of like reformation, or what do we want from those past actions, gasoline and all that shit? Do we want like an apology, like a straight like press conference to a raza apology about throwing gasoline on us because they looked at us like cochinos? Or is that what we want? Is that what we want? Or maybe we want what is it called? Reparations, La Tierra, and this and that. And then the güeros say, well, what about these contracts with money that was involved too? I mean, if paper holds any weight, the güeros have contracts for the land too. Millions of dollars that were traded. So, but I get it though. I get it. Some people are pushing for a new Elon Musk. He says, how about an America party? Is anyone gonna fuck with that? Asking the people before we go. 5 more minutes, something. I gotta go to the grocery store. Okay. Alligator Alcatraz. I thought it was pretty clean, a clean facility. I was telling the wife this, man. The fellas that come on Chicano Street, the Chicanos way, and we grew up right here in Salinas, the 831 and stuff like that. So I said they probably heard them, saying paisas and this and that, and they don't know about like the internet, how they'll crucify you, and all the meme humanitarians, the ones that are real deep. They come deep on the internet, like everything they do in their life is about helping people. When just a couple of years ago they're just posting pictures of their kids at the parks and barbecues, and I get that, and that's wonderful, right? But now there's meme saviors and activists, right? You call them online activists and shit like that, which we know is true. There's influencers, right? But they don't know that. They don't, they don't know that. I just get these day oneers, buddies from the old school. Like Oompa, I met him in middle school, 7th grade, because they used to bus us out from, if you live Wood Street to the fruit stand, and that way they bust us to the west side. And he was one of them, and one of the schools that got bussed out there so I met him there. Raymond, I just know most of his family. And it was just so we clicked right away because I knew most of his family, and he's a comedian. So we're on the map. Oh, the shit that they were saying, they're gonna speak how they're gonna speak. I'm not gonna be telling people how to change if they speak. If you get mad because Chicano Street, the fellas at Pai says this, and you're like, well, that's really dividing us and not uniting us, and I get it, but you also got to get, this is called Chicano Tube. There's a reason this is called Chicano tube. Because it's going to be one flavor and one flavor only, and that's the Chicano tube, the Chicano estilo. If you want something somewhere else, then you log on somewhere else. But Chicano tube is only going to have the Chicano estilo. So those two right there is as authentic as you can get them. But if some people get off on that, like, oh, the paisas and saying that is wrong, and I was already knowing when they were talking the way they were talking that the comments were going to come in and go in. And I told them I'll get all the bullets and shit like that. Nope, the Libertarian Party 100%, brother. After the Raza, of course. The Libertarian Party, is that, oh, so you're saying us join a party that's already established, way? Is that what you're saying? The Raza should join a party that's already established? Or are you saying we need to start a new party and call it that? Because there's the Libertarian, I get it. All the Raza go over, though. Who's running the Libertarian Party, way? I mean, there's always one in charge, right? Who's the main face of the liberty? Who tiene que tiene todo el palenque, el pegue, güey? He says no llores, man. I know they get no llores. I told him if you seen La Migra snatching up a bunch of dudes and we're all walking to Maritza Market right there, right? We're going to Maritza Market and you seen the Migra snatching up a bunch of dudes. I said, would you even skip a beat or and Raymond's like, I'd be thinking about what I'm getting in the liquor store. I mean, keep it pushing, right? Another thing Oompa said was like, how am I gonna go to jail and catch a case for a motherfucker I don't know? The raza don't want to hear that. No, because it sounds real noble. No, I would stand up and sacrifice everything I would for the brown people. And all we're doing is just trying to live our lives, man. All of us trying to make moments and live our lives with our familias. All right, man. Last comments. In San Diego, Chicanos learn from the Mexican culture. Being no sabo is a bad look. Yeah. The name itself, right? To me, it's like if I don't teach the kids Spanish, bro, my parents will roll over in their grave. And one time I did a little short, so people got mad and their chonies got all put in a bunch. And I said, look, Chicanos that don't speak Spanish are like middle of the mall chains. And people got mad. They got mad when I said that, and their message, fuck that. I don't know. And I heard some people talking shit. I don't like that he said that. Look, I said that for the algorithm. So dispensa, all right. That was for the algorithm. But if you don't know Spanish, you know what? Not knowing Spanish, even though the indigenous, solid 100%, you have to be indigenous or nothing. People will say, who cares about Spanish? But I would say if you lose the language, you're just separating more and more from your roots, man. My roots of the tree, the generations are getting more and more and more away from the root of the tree. And we got to know Spanish. And before that, that's what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out more about my indigenous roots. I've been on a journey trying to find websites. I've asked Wayward Son. He gave me a couple websites, more about my indigenous roots. Because I'm 52% indigenous. All right. Last comments, man. Last comments. I got to go. And we'll recap. We'll recap the event right now before I go. Victor R says Spanish is a slave language. Damn it. I get what you're coming from with the whole colonial thing, right? The whole colonial, pre-colonial, post-colonial. And so the country of Mexico probably wouldn't have had its foundings, right? If they wouldn't have came, but it would have been more just all native, right? What was the vision then? That would have been it, like just everyone native, boom, and all one continent, no titles, no deeds, no lands, no divisions, like that, or what? Or evolution never would have came. I don't know. But my last name Diaz, it does come from Spain, bro. Mine comes from the kingdom of Leon, and now it's called the province of Leon in Spain. And I got that from Tokyo Drifter. Shout out to Tokyo Drifter on TikTok. My boy, Tokyo Drifter. He told me that. No, serio, I was on TikTok and Tokyo Drifter is the fucking viral dude who you tell him your last name, he telling you where you're from. And I kept commenting. I was like, this motherfucker's gonna read my comment. And you know how you have to time it, like when they start going in there, read comments, and then he go back and break it down, and then he leans in to read it. I timed it. I said, well, and now, boom, Diaz. And then he leaned in. He said, Diaz. Oh, he goes, oh, that's easy. He goes, it used to be called Kingdom of Leon, and now it's called modern day Province of Leon. And of course, it comes from España. I was like, damn, shout out to Tokyo Drifter that gave me, at least on the Spanish side. But I get it. I've had Victor, or the Vic, I've had people on here and indigenous heavy teaching. Indigenous heavy. These are all the guests I have, bro. I've had fucking brown berets, indigenous teachers, you name it, right? You name it, Chicano scholars that lean more on that. And I get it when they say we don't push that shit, what they did to our ancestors. I get it, man. I get it. We need a migratory route that we can travel between nations, such as adopting and coming around as an established trade route for our people. I like that idea, Wayne. I like that idea. El Camino Real is just right there. I could throw a rock, almost hit it. The 101 runs right through Salinas, bro. Right through Salinas, man. Spain. Spaniard came and told the Mexicans they will speak Spanish. Pues conquistaron, güey. O sea, but when Mexico became a country, you know, then they were at war also with natives on Mexican land because the natives weren't down with that shit. The natives will see the Mexican flag and be like, fuck that shit. Because the natives, when they saw the country of Mexico getting formed, to them, that's like that's like appropriation. That's like anything that represents a government system. The natives ain't like that shit. They're like, because they're the ones, people that come in the name of a country, a flag, and are telling you their laws. They're the ones that are fucking drawing lines on the borders. So they're like, more motherfuckers are right here. Now they're flying a different flag, and they're probably gonna, you know, draw lines on our borders, just like these gabachos did. So they didn't like them neither, especially Geronimo. He hated Mexicans. But I'll hold. A male less puro. Órale, OG smoker. Where's the Brillo, cabrón? Maíz, less pozole. Yeah, put less maíz in the pozole, way. For more res, way. But as long as they make the aguacates fresh, way. Don't buy the crema aguacates at Santa Fe, way. Make sure they're getting the fresh guacamole, way. You could put that on tostada on the side as you're eating the pozole. Have you ever ate it like that? Mexico, way. Mexico. Spanish language is la onda. Doesn't mean we worship Iberians. That's right. Well, even Latin. Latin, to be a Latin, I never agreed with the word Latino. Latino means Latin. Latin is actually a region, a people referred to from a certain region, and that's Europe. That's over there. So that's another name, Latino, that they put labels on people, on brown people. Here's another label. They're Latinos. And then I looked up Latino one time on Chat GPT, and it said Latinos are motherfuckers from Latin, that they're from Rome. I ain't from Rome. So no, I'm not Latino, but I get it. I get it. People get their panties in a bunch. You heard it here first. That's right. He broke the news first on the internet. You guys, September 13th, Content Creators, Series of Fighting is presenting Open Sparring the day of the Canelo Alvarez fight. 1 o'clock. Your favorite content creators, or whoever gets a hold of me, RSVPs first, okay, are going to be getting in the ring, 60-second rounds, headgear, all live. Every platform, I'm asking them to be live for this event. And we'll stop at 4 o'clock, 3 hours of streaming. So that way everyone can watch the undercard of the Canelo Alvarez fight. I can go and get the shower in and get ready for my night preparations with my familia. Get a hold of me, all the content creators from Northern California, from Southern California. I'm inviting Colorado. I'm inviting Arizona. I'm inviting New Mexico. I'm inviting Texas, Utah, Nevada, you name it, Oregon, Washington, all the content creators. This is the event, the summer 2025 event is happening on Chicano Tube. Everyone is streaming it on every platform. If you want to get a hold of me, the phone number I'll drop in the description after this video, this live is done. And I'm out. Remember what I always say? Hey, have a blessed, beautiful fin de semana. I'll see you next week. Next week, I'm going to be doing a live with a doctor. I got a professor. He's coming on the podcast. I love these pinchy doctors, man. I love when they have fucking PhDs and all this shit, sociology, biology. I love when I have political science, social justice. I love the masters of these fields. I have a doctor, and we're going to be doing the ink session number three on the chest plate. So that one I'm going to stream it live, but that one's going to stay in the members only after. Okay. So when that one goes live, members only, I'm out. I'll see you. Remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.